Which video game have you accumulated the most hours in? Microsoft Solitaire. Age of Empires 2. On and off for 20 years. Probably still WoW even though I haven't played it for over a decade at this point. Tetris. I'm afraid to know the total number of hours over the last nearly 4 decades. Counter-Strike 1. 6GO. Just always been a comfort game I end up going back to because I started playing when I was like 12, like the game just feels natural at this point. Factorio. I put in 3,000 hours just in vanilla and mod packs pushed me over 9,500 this year, sitting at 12,758 total as of this post according to Steam. StarCraft Brood War. About 2 hours a day. Almost every day since 1998. Edit. Thank you for all the awards. Glad to see so many fans of this great game. In the interest of saving you guys time, am I any good? Nope. Haven't played ladder in over a decade. I mostly play the use map settings games like RTD, Poker Defense and other great classics. My main during the latter days was Zerg. Muda Balls FTW baby. Edit 2. For those of you replying with unit dialogue lines and people of culture. Diablo 2 LOD. Minecraft as a close second. Most definitely Pokemon Emerald. Morrowind. First open world game I ever played. No quest markers so you just had to remember who and where or spend a lot of time in going through your basic journal in each city hoping there were enough details. Or just write them on a pad and paper. Not much on the internet to help except for fans on message boards. Then there was a cheat button combo to refill your health and magic but you were only cheating yourself if you used it because you get great XP if you didn't use it. Spent whole weekends in the winter playing that. EU4 nearly 4,000 hours. Super Mario World. Less than hour, greater than. I have no way to even estimate. Given it was the pack-in and I was functionally poor, it was literally the only game I had for SNES for a year. Possibly 2. Even after that, I still went back and back. As life has progressed I've had every version of it. Compilation, emulator, Game Boy Advance, Virtual Console. I just keep coming back to it. To me it's not only one of the greatest games ever made, but it's also my childhood. And I feel happy every time I see Yoshi. Oblivion. Ark. I've uninstalled multiple times just to have a barrier of entry to avoid getting trapped again. Super Smash Bros. Skyrim. Kerbal Space Program. Edit. I'm stoked that I'm not the only one. Anyone else start running the executable directly, just to hide the hours from themselves? RuneScape. Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 when I was 14. 108D of gameplay. A bit embarrassing, but The Sims 4. It's not the best game I've ever played, but it's easy to come back to. Edit. I should really have said The Sims in general, because I dread to think how many hours I logged in Sims 2 and 3 in my teens. Left 4 Dead 2. Path of Exile. I've been playing on and off since 2013. Consistent updates really help suck me back in. Either WoW or Warframe. I played a ton of WoW during vanilla through Panda. Haven't played in years though, so I can't check my playtime. Warframe is top of my Steam account by a solid margin. Borderlands 2. Grass grows, birds fly. And brudda, I played TF2. Minecraft. Played it for at least 3 to 4 hours daily for like the past 3 years. I played Mario Kart Wii religiously throughout middle school. I'd really like to set my Wii back up again. Terraria. MapleStory. No way to count but over the years probably 20,000 plus hours. For me it's between EverQuest or Dota 2. Stardew Valley. So far I have around 1,000 hours. Doom. But Fallout 4's catching up. Final Fantasy X and Breath of the Wild. Both have thousands of hours invested. Civilization 2. IV or V probably. Edit. I've just woken up to a ton of awards and upvotes for this simple comment. Thanks everyone. And because several people asked, I liked 3 too and same with V. Which I haven't really had time to explore properly yet. Only some 100 hours of playtime, but as said too, IV and V were the best for me and took hundreds or thousands of hours of lifetime from me. RimWorld. Closing in on 2,000 hours. Definitely WoW. My dad asked me once what the number was next to my Oblivion save. I said it was how many minutes I've played, and he didn't have his glasses so he didn't realize it was actually hours, and asked me what the number was. He then proceeded to harshly judge LMAO. I'm so glad I said minutes. Rocket League by far. One more game. Simpsons Hit and Run. I always end up going back to it. Probably the original Guild Wars. I played it from the beta until probably 2015. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Witcher 3, Skyrim around 250 to 300 hours in each. Probably a dozen others with 150 to 200-ish. Hearts of Iron IV and Crusader Kings 2. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I almost have 100% badge completion and I'm maybe 50 items away from a complete item and clothing catalog. Destiny 1. Over 2,000 hours. I think the only other game close to that was Halo 2 in the golden days of online PvP. Most likely Final Fantasy XIV. Mass Effect 2. GoldenEye 007. License to Kill. Pistols. Stay the frock off of my lawn. Skyrim. Twice on PS3. Once on PS4 and currently playing the VR version. Rainbow Six Siege. By the time I got burned out and stopped playing, I think I had about 7,000 to 8,000 hours between 3 different accounts. No Man's Sky. So many hours, so many planets. Probably Pokemon Silver. I'm not much of a gamer. Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Minecraft. Vermintide 2, almost 2,200 hours, followed by Total War Warhammer with 1,200 and the original Vermintide with about 800. Edit. Since this got some attention, the melee combat is the best in any game I've played, ever. I can play as a dwarf with a machine gun and grenade launcher and kill giant rats. Or I can play as a man too angry to die, and dive into a horde of enemies with a pig on my head and come out a minute later covered in blood. Came out with new, free, roguelike game mode that gives you buffs like chain lighting and explosive ammunition. Seriously, people get this game. Edit 2. There's a slight grind when starting out. Although Chaos Wastes mode removed a ton of grind. The first 2 difficulties are kinda boring. My best advice is to ramp it up. Destiny. 1950 plus hours. So pretty casual. RDR 2. 9 playthroughs and the only game I play. Edit. Prior to that would be MAG or Burnout Paradise. From closed beta until servers shut down. Subnautica. Played through on every difficulty and am currently going for 100%. Binding of Isaac. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Just shy of 200 hours I believe, and I'm not really a gamer. I miss it but have nothing left to explore or do, so I enjoy watching videos about it on YouTube. In terms of hours, probably time spent across multiple football managers, single game, Smash Melee. Surprised to see nobody mention a Pokemon game, with all the times I've downloaded them as ROMs. I have no idea how many times I've played through Leaf Green, Fire Red, Emerald. RDR 2 by far. Oxygen not included, way too much thinking yet I can't stop. GTA 5. I finally went through all of the missions for 100% completion during the lockdown last summer. League of Legends. Been playing for 6 years now. Does chess.com count as a video game? TF2 Titanfall 2. Started on PS4 and recently got it on PC. Escape from Tarkov. Eft. Currently at 1,800 hours and still growing daily. Honestly, probably Tetris. It's been my standard time killer companion since the 90s. Mortal Kombat. GTA San Andreas or Civilization 5. Dota 2. 4,000 plus hours. GMOD. EVE Online. I dread to think of the hours I have put into it over the 17 years I have been playing. I'm over 2,000 runs in Dead Cells, not sure the hours. Super Mario Bros. 3. Team Fortress 2 and it's not even close. Overwatch. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Minecraft. 10 years, over 6,000 hours. Monster Hunter World. The Fallout franchise collectively holds more than like a year or so of hours in them. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fallout 76. To a lesser extent. Edit. Whoever gave me my first award. Thamcase. Ad Victoriam. Or for the Republic. Or for the Commonwealth. IDK lol. Diablo 2 and it isn't even close. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.